All right, everyone, I am going to call the docket. We're starting a little late because I had to qualify jurors. So when I call your name, please stand, let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. Tony Rodriguez. Tony, thank you. Justin Granado.
Your Honor, could we have a reset on that? The state.
Oh, just 1 second.
He's here.
All right, Daniel Montoya, custody. Alexander Aguilar, custody. Jose Cervantes, custody. Norma, when was Janet Silva reset to?
It would be the 7th.
Can I have the file, please? Juan Andres Aguilar. John Anthony Martinez. Quentin Lee Francis. Robert Christopher Perez. Abel Hernandez, custody. Mark Davis Lunsford. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Ryan Jordan Westbrook. Ryan Jordan Westbrook. And if I call your name twice, it's because you're twice on the docket. No, Tony Rodriguez. Kenneth Howie. That's being recalled to when?
That one I'm not too sure, Jeff. I gotta check.
All right. Christopher Medellin, custody. Ilodorio Willers Jr., custody. Zoe Brooks. Zoe Brooks. Adrian Morales, custody. Rogelio Elizondo. Thank you. Lawrence Cloud, custody. Joseph Alaman, custody. Jesse Lutzenberger. Thank you. Tammy Franks. Thank you. Ruth Payne.
Present, Your Honor.
Michael Morales Jr. Julio Hernandez. Kimberly Essex, custody. Gerard Wade.
He's present, Your Honor. We're conferring already.
Thank you. Jesus Navarro, custody. Edward Hernandez Castillo. Thank you. Andre Middlebrooks, custody. Raphael Bernal, custody. Anson T. Lee. Julio Hernandez. DeAnthony Gortley, custody. Quentin Francis. Thank you. Jalisa Serenal, custody. Luis Alec Martinez.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you. Angela Lee Redwine, is she in custody?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Edgar Perez, custody. Richard Cantu, custody. Jonathan Allen, Lisa Telsey, custody. Nicholas Corpus. Thank you. Brandon Diaz.
Yeah.
Daryl Payne, custody. I need to see the file on that one, please. And is that for 7-7 as well?
Yes, ma'am. That one's 7.
Adrian Holmes, custody. Richard Mermea. Richard Anthony Mermea. Victor Anthony Fernandez. Thank you. Daryl Payne, we already said that. Alexis Rodriguez. DeAndre Napoleon. DeAndre Napoleon. All right, is there anyone present and your name was not called or you came in late? Yes.
Sylvia. Judge Sylvia Noriega, she's added.
All right. If you all can make sure I have that file. Anyone else? All right, attorneys, these are the rules of the court. Please follow these rules. And number one, if you have someone who is in custody, request that person from the deputy. Once you requested that person for the deputy, do not leave the courtroom and go anywhere else because for security reasons, they're only allowed to have so many inmates in the box at one time or in the courtroom at one time. When we're on the record, you'll know we're on the record because I will have called the style of the case. Do not speak behind the court reporter. If you have an inmate in the box, just ask the deputy to move them to the other end, they will. If your client wishes to communicate to the court in a language other than English, whether you speak the language or not, we need an interpreter. Once you've asked for an interpreter be requested, do not leave the courtroom because we have a limited number of interpreters. Ms. Abrams is the probation officer for this court. If you're looking to have your person on probation, if your person is already on probation, you need to confer with her to help the process move more quickly because guess what? I'm going to ask her for her opinion anyway, so ask for her opinion up front. To everybody in the gallery, if you are here for a friend or relative or whomever it may be, you are not allowed to talk to the inmates in the box. Don't smile at the inmates in the box. If you want to do that, you have to do that on your own time. Unlike fast times at Richmond High, this is not our time. This is the attorney's time, the deputy's time, my time, and the inmate's time, not your time, so you can't communicate with them. If you try to communicate with them, what's going to end up happening is the deputy's going to tap you on your shoulder. Do not come back to this courtroom unless you are being called as a witness. Does everyone understand? All right, attorneys, you're not ready to approach the court unless you confer with the state and confer with your client. Once you have done those things, just ask the clerk to have your file pulled, have a seat. I'm going to call you in the order of appearance. There's no need to stare me down. I'm going to call you in the order of appearance. If you do not tell the clerk that you are ready, I can't read your mind. I'm not going to know. You're just going to be sitting there wondering why your case isn't called, and it's not being called because I don't have the file. So it's Friday Eve. It's going to be a great day. Everyone, please confer.
And Judge, can you let the gallery know that they're gonna be the stay? Usually they don't. They didn't sign for those.
All right.
They
And
tend to check in.
all right. And to everybody who is on the docket, you're not excused until you sign a reset form. If you leave without signing a reset form, you're going to be recalled back for Monday, and a warrant will probably be awaiting you.
Need a reset.
Corpus Nicholas, come up.
And Norma, Michael Bellevue, the attorney, is on Zoom. Do you know who he's here for?
Yes. You gave him permission to. This purpose. Let me look for him. Okay. Justin Granado.
Present, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Granado, if you'll come forward and counsel, you're on this side.
Mr. Granados.
Essex?
This is Judge Boyd of Mr. Granados.
For dressing appropriate for court.
And he drove all the way from Odessa.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. This is the second time, thanks to Judge
You
Angelino.
know, how far is Odessa from here?
4.5, 5 hours.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. You know, I keep telling them, if people had a light rail, you could just jump on it, probably be here in probably an hour or maybe
Do
less.
you think there'll be a light rail in our lifetime from Odessa to here?
No, I think
We
they're
can't
gonna,
even get it to Austin.
I think they're gonna continue to build freeways until we're stacked 30
Yeah.
people high, a la the Jetsons.
Long after.
Yeah.
Judge, what I'm requesting is a reset for at least 30 days. Mr. Garahan is working up the case. It is one of these airport deal. He did a weapon by mistake in his backpack, but anyways, they need more time to discover some facts. Mr. Garahan's on vacation. I left him a voicemail. I left him my card, so hopefully Mr. Garahan can call me back, and if they're gonna dismiss it or do a PTD.
PTD.
Yeah, that.
Okay. All
Then
right.
he doesn't have to come out here again.
All right. So, Mr. Granado. Not Granados.
Okay.
There's no S?
Oh, that's- Just
There's
an O.
only one of you?
There's an, yeah, there's
There's
a,
only one of them.
I was thinking about it.
all right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to give you your 30-day reset. You can appear by Zoom. Are you able to Zoom?
Perfect, that's perfect.
All right. But if this is going to trial, then you will need to be present. Do you understand?
Yes.
And when I have people appear by Zoom, you're still appearing for court, so you still need to be dressed appropriately and be ready to go. Now, if you're in the waiting room, you're just gonna have to wait in the waiting room, because that means we're waiting for your attorney to come. You understand?
On Zoom.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset.
I appear by Zoom.
No, we'd love to see you. Yeah,
Yeah,
we would miss you.
sure you will.
I've only met Mr. Granado once, so I've met you many times.
I'll be.
All right, July 24th.
Okay, about the Zoom or else too.
I'll contact.
Yes,
Okay.
it's gonna be,
Hopefully the case will be dismissed by then.
it's gonna be July 24th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge.
You're welcome.
Pardon? Who was this?
You're the coordinator.
All right, so-
Sir,
yes.
You'll take your reset in just a few minutes.
Who is here on Sylvia Noriega?
That's a compliance hearing.
Are you ready to proceed?
This is the case, Judge, where Ms. Noriega's term ends on 7/5, and they're not paying restitution amount.
You ready?
So, do you want to put her up?
Yes.
I gotta get back.
Ms. Noriega?
I said, let's discuss for.
Judge, do I put it down for a pretrial diversion because he hasn't even filled out the?
No, you don't put it down for a pretrial. Just put it as discovery.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So your issue on probation is that you owe restitution. So when will you be able to pay that? No, I mean, I understand, and I understand people's hardship. I really do. But the person that you owe restitution to, they're having a hardship because you haven't paid them their restitution. So what's gonna end up happening is they're gonna file a motion to revoke, but they're gonna do it as a summons. So with the summons, you don't have to make bond, but you're gonna have to appear, you understand? So what we're gonna do is, can you have them, are they filling it out? So this is how it's gonna work. You're gonna talk with probation before you leave here. Probation is going to find out how much you can pay. They're gonna give you your balance. I think your balance, how much is her balance? About
$1,994.
so it's 2,990, you said 2,994?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so that's your balance, and you're gonna have to pay that balance because that person wants their money, right?
Sure. They said that they were going to say all the monies that I paid to be added to the restitution. There's no way for that.
You'll have to speak to your probation officer about that, but once the money's been paid, it's been paid. So do you have an idea of how much you can pay monthly?
300 a month.
Okay, all right. And are you able to pay anything this month?
Probably into the middle of July.
Okay. And what I can tell you is, once you pay this restitution, you'll be done with your probation,
Yes.
but and Bashan, she is telling me that she was told by a probation officer that they could transfer the fees that she has already paid to her restitution. I've never heard of that before.
Judge, let me look at the case.
Okay.
See if they've applied it to something else.
All right, so Norma, if you can recall this for the third week in July.
I can do the 17th.
All right, what's best for you, Tuesday or Thursday? All right, so if we can do it Tuesday,
Maybe the 15th, July 15th.
all right, so just have a seat. Probation is gonna talk to you and they're gonna bring you a reset form. Yes,
So Judge, there is some amount that we could possibly transfer to the restitution, and that would be for supervision fees.
okay,
I'll look at the case more closely to see what that amount would be, and that would be available to the court when she comes back.
all right, so what we're gonna do is recall you for the July 15th. And we'll have a balance for you that's due. And then you're gonna work out a plan for you to pay that, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So they're gonna give you a reset form and then you will be excused, okay?
Just have to-
Yes, just have a seat. They're gonna bring the reset form to you, okay? Norma? Yes. She needs an attorney appointed to represent her.
The restitution is to a corporation. It's not to an individual. I believe the paperwork that was sent over from the CFO
Okay,
was incorrect.
okay,
So the restitution is to a corporation.
okay. All right, let's do this. Norma? Hi, it's on Miss Celia Noriega. Miss Abrams will tell you what is going on with her case. And there's been an MTR file, but it's by summons, so she doesn't have to pay a bond amount.
Okay,
All right, so she's here and Miss Abrams will tell you what the issue is.
I need to test this, as soon as they bring her out, I'll let you.
All right, thank you. Who's here on Kimberly Essex? Kimberly Renee Essex?
Oh, that's Mr. Michael. Feldman. But his client is in jail. But he told him he can appear.
All right, so can you have his client brought out?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Luis Alec Martinez? Yes. Good morning.
Megan Galloway and I have conferred. On docket, I've been trying to get a number. Edelman gave me a number for upfront restitution. The issue is going to be Megan will need to separate the payment to multiple individuals.
Mhm.
Edelman and I are going to get with Megan to get that squared away where my client can make that payment within 2 weeks. We're asking if we can be here within 3 weeks. That way that we get the tailored restitution form to multiple people. The payment's made, and then we come back for 3 weeks for approval.
All right, Miss Ferguson?
That's it.
Can you recall this in 3 weeks?
Yes, I can do the July 17th, it's a Thursday.
Yes.
All right, you'll need to be back on July 17th. On July 17th, everything needs to be worked out. Otherwise, it's gonna head towards jury trial.
It should be worked out. Once we get the form, my client can make the payment within a week or two.
Right. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Just have a seat. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. You're welcome.
Put that in the disposition deck.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Hi, how are you? I get it. That is good. Awesome.
Number, what page is Alec on?
Oh, PJ.
Thank you. Who's here on Robert Christopher Pettis?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. So state, were you able to tender an offer?
Your Honor, if I may, this case is as a second degree, it is indicted, it's an ag assault with a deadly weapon. But there's also a Mandel that's still a PF case because there's no lapse. And the Mandel would be a first degree if the lapse come back accordingly. We would obviously like an offer that includes both, but without the lapse, I don't think they can.
When are the labs going to be in?
I don't know that.
What's the estimated time for the labs to be in?
I don't know. I haven't asked.
What we can do is do a motion for examining trial. That way those wheels are set in motion.
Yes, please do.
And at least I'll be able to get a timeline for the court immediately.
All right, and so is the reason why you can't tender an offer is because of the other case?
The Fed would prefer an offer on both.
All right, I'm going to set this one final time for an offer to be made.
Yes, ma'am.
And if that offer is not made at that time, well, it will be made at that time.
Yes, ma'am. Do you set the examining trials in here or are they gonna get referred to Judge Nahara?
We can have an examining trial here, but normally it gets transferred to Nahara. But if he doesn't have it, then of course I will do it. I assume that if you set it for an examining trial and they don't have the labs, they're going to dismiss it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 3-week reset on Pettis.
July 17th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
Thank
May
you.
we be excused for now?
Once he signs the reset form, just have a seat and your attorney will bring the reset form to you. It's for an offer
Yes.
to be due, but
And when I file my examining trial, as soon as I get back to the office, what kind of setting would I be looking at? Well, so it's a clean day, means, well, it's a little less than the 30, but it's been forever.
Yeah.
When I find it, I'll email you,
Okay.
and then you can tell me what date you can give me.
Yes.
Okay, but obviously,
No talking in the box to anybody in the gallery, sir.
Also.
You're here on. Oh, yes. It is. Give her. I'm not. There's a thing I do that it hates has passed Mr. Johnson. It says it's- But this client, I told this client, you need to hear, but I don't. Guys, give it to me, and she picked it back up, because she's at work right now.
All right, she's gonna need to be here on Monday then.
Just Monday.
Yeah, set it for, oh, Monday is the 30th, right?
That's one important day
Yeah.
for us.
So,
We-
I don't know.
I know we're doing a jury selection on Monday, but this needs to be taken care of because there's an issue with the DWI. So just keep it on Monday.
Keep it on my head.
Mhm. And we'll take it up first thing.
She said she could appear up by Zoom. Yeah, appear by Zoom.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, confer with the state on this violation report and see what they say. I know it's our first violation report, so maybe we can take care of it by Zoom, but talk to them and see what they would like done on that violation report.
You wanna keep a copy of it?
I've got one.
You got one?
Okay.
Just reapproach when you're done, not.
Mark Lunsford,
Present, Your Honor.
hello, how's it going?
Good, fine, Your Honor. How are you this morning?
Oh, great. LSU won the,
Yes, they did. The Tigers was good.
what can you say about that, right?
I've got Mr. Lunsford here,
Mhm.
Dan Coggle, and Sam Locke on behalf of Mr. Lunsford. Morning, Your Honor.
Morning. All right.
We've been in,
Oh, just one second. Everyone, whisper as though you're spies, and if you get caught, your life will be terminated. A la Mortal Kombat. All right. So, discovery.
we haven't. There was some kind of administrative technical issues. We worked through those. There is a lot, Judge. Mr. Stout and I talked before docket, and the best description of it is 7 bankers boxes. And that's the condensed version of the discovery because a lot of it is on disk. We started going through it. We'd like to, for lack of a better metaphor, tread water at this juncture at the discovery phase, review the discovery, continue our conversations with the state.
All right. What time are you asking for?
45 days, that would put us probably middle of August, somewhere either, I don't know what Mr. Cogdell's schedule is, but mid to late August.
I won't give you mid to late August. I will give you the middle of August. And state and offer is going to be due at that time.
We have to.
Oh, you have tender one?
Correct.
Okay. All right, then what I will do is I will give you late August and that's going to be your plea deadline date.
Okay.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, ma'am.
the last week in August, could I make that, I want that to be a plea deadline date?
Yes, ma'am. August 23rd.
All right, August 28th is going to be your plea deadline date. At that time, you need to let the court know whether or not y'all have reached an agreement. If you have not reached an agreement, then your plea deadline date will have expired and the court will only consider plea bargaining. Well, the court will only accept pleas open to the court. I will only accept a plea bargain agreement with good cause. Otherwise, jury trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any questions? All right, if you have a seat, they'll bring the reset form to you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love your suit.
Thank you, sir.
You know, everybody's just doing this navy. Maybe they'll throw in a red tie. I'm like,
You get to be my age, you have to set yourself apart.
I'm sure your intelligence does.
Thanks.
All right.
I've got to move a young man to the state of Louisiana in mid-August, Judge, so
Welcome.
I'm going to have to get some tips.
Okay.
Somebody say a red tie.
Oh, see, but you do the bow tie, so that is awesome. How's it going, Hunter?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Oh, counsel, are you all prepared to do an acknowledgement of discovery?
Yes.
All right, state on Lunsford, if y'all can get an acknowledgement of discovery for them to sign, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here on Kimberly Essex.
Okay. Yeah, Michael is on.
Rod Wade.
I need her.
All right, is Kimberly Essex out here?
Yes.
Guess I need to get on Zoom then. I'll go break out with.
No, oh, you're here for Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, do you have his phone number? You want to call him on the phone?
Good call, yes, Judge.
Okay, he's in the waiting room. Let me bring him in and let him know you'll be calling him.
Yeah, I figured.
I think we'll probably get this figured out today, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Hi, how are y'all?
Michael,
Right online. To MTR.
hi, Hunter's gonna be calling you.
Okay.
All right, thank you. I'll put you back in the waiting room.
Just give you a copy. Just don't have, we have some now. We have probably copies.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Left.
Roxanne Gonzalez, who's here? Roxanne Gonzalez?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And.
I'm going right now. Noriega's already up there.
Noriega's up there.
Already up there.
And, Mr. Wood is ready to approach on Noriega.
All right, thank you.
Yes. Here's your response.
Oh, it is hot. Edgar Pettis. Yes, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then at the Pettis, it's gonna be Napoleon, Sanchez, Fernandez, and Telsey. I don't have Noriega up here, Norma. I think I gave that back to you all.
Your Honor, this is Fred Griffith.
Thank you. Court is calling 2025 CR 003-228, State versus Edgar Pettis. Can I have parties announce?
Agent Fetish for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Pettis?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm all right so far.
All right.
Yeah. Looking forward for today, man. I just woke up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am. I understood everything.
Are you the same Edgar Pettis who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2025 CR 003-228 for the offense of theft of property 2,500 to 30,000 on April 25th, 2025 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
On or about the 22nd day of May 2025 in Bear County, Texas, defendant Edgar Eliud Perez committed the offense of criminal trespass violation of condition.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number one, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number one?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number one true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, deny the motion, then petition ISD, follow tap recommendation.
Is that what you're asking the court to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am. I swear.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Edgar Perez.
All right, why are you not doing well on probation? What's going on?
No, I just been having some family problems. You know, I don't like to make excuses, you know, but you know, I've been having some family problems, you know, but you
Well,
know,
what's
I
the
just-
problem? Because they're saying you're doing, you're committing a new offense.
Yeah, you know, it's just because I've been in the street, man, you know, homeless, and I know, you know, it's my responsibility to do this probation, but I want, you know, I'm ready to get it done, man. You know, I've been in jail for a long time.
Why are you homeless? What's
Uh,
going on? I know you're homeless because you don't have a home, but
Yeah.
do you not have any family?
Oh yeah, I have family. You know, like I said, I have some problem with them, but I don't know, man. It's just you know, I don't want to make excuses. You know, I fucked up and I messed up, and I want to get this probation over with. You know, I don't know if you could give me another chance.
All right, so here are your choices.
If I may, Judge.
Well, just 1 second. Have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issue or no?
No, ma'am.
All right, yes, you wanted to say something, counsel?
Judge, the long and short of it is he was homeless at the time. He tells me that he has a place to go to now. And I haven't seen for sure, but I believe some of his family is here, which I believe, is that correct? Some of your family's here?
Yeah.
So
my mom.
Okay, so I believe if he's continued, maybe he'll stay at his mom's house. And
Well,
maybe-
does his mom want him at her home?
I hope so. You know, I don't know.
I don't know,
I
but-
think she's still mad, but I hope so.
Is his mom here?
They might have escorted her to the hall, they might have.
All right, can somebody check to see if his mom is in the hall? Thank you.
State wouldn't like that language.
All right.
Of course, we have no problems with that if he's continued.
Okay.
Yeah, man, can I talk real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, you know, I just want another chance, you know, last time I was here, I ended up doing 3 months. You know, I did 3 months in county, you know. I'm ready to get to probation over with, and, you know.
Mhm.
I don't wanna spend my life in jail.
Well, the best way not to spend your life in jail is to abide by the rules and conditions.
Yeah. No, do things right, you know.
Mhm.
I just want to know.
All right, so your mom is not here.
Yeah, my mom's not here.
So I'm gonna give you some choices today because how old are you?
21.
All right, you know yourself better than I know you. Better than your attorney knows you, better than probation knows you. All right, you're on deferred adjudication. That's not a conviction. So if anybody asks you if you've ever been convicted of, this crime, you can honestly say no, because it's not a conviction, it's deferred. If you receive a conviction, then this is conviction of theft. Whether it's a conviction or not, it's still a crime of moral turpitude, which takes you into collateral issues such as it's going to be hard for you to obtain any type of licensing for anything that requires a license. Now, what I can do is I can continue you, or I will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for whatever time that you previously served. So you say you've been in custody for 3 months before, that would go towards your 18-month sentence. Or what I can do is I can continue. I'll deny the motion, alter and amend the conditions to include a TAP evaluation in custody. And that TAP evaluation is see if you have any drug or alcohol issues. And I think we're gonna have to do a MIC evaluation in custody as well. So which do you prefer?
I would like, you know, the type evaluation. you know, like I said, I don't like jail, you know, like everybody else, you know.
I don't think anybody likes jail.
Yeah, you know, nobody likes jail, you know, I wanna be outside, you know, doing my thing, getting money, all that,
Getting money how?
working, you know.
Okay.
Working, legally.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to do a TAP evaluation and MIC evaluation. That's to be completed in custody. And have you been using any type of drugs in the past?
No, man.
So why did you become homeless, or how far did you go in school?
Well, I ended up dropping out my junior year, but I just have, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I just smoke a little marijuana, but I don't have a drug problem, man.
All right, do a referral to felony drug court in custody. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. You're going to either obtain your GED or get some type of trade school certificate. And once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Do you have any children?
No, man.
There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days of release, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else you need? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, man.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is Essex out here? She's not out here. All right. This is just. Okay. All right, who's on here on DeAndre Napoleon? Yes, where's your client?
I don't know where he is.
All right, could somebody make an announcement for DeAndre Kevin Napoleon in the hallway, please? Court is calling 2025 CR 005989, State versus DeAndre Napoleon. Could I have parties announce?
Harrison, state.
James Hunt for defense.
All right. This hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. Previously, this hearing was set on yesterday. The defendant did not arrive on time. The defendant arrived late, left, and did not return. The court recalled this for today, and the defendant has not made an appearance. Deputy Laura, did you make an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Forfeit the bond, issue a warrant, Judge.
All right. That will be granted. There'll be a bond forfeiture. The defendant will be remanded without bond. If he makes an appearance, the court will reconsider. Thank you. Jose Luis Sanchez. Hello. Yeah.
My guy said on the 30th, I think it's gonna be on.
Yes. So we can recall him. He's set actually for discovery, not for trial. Norma?
Yes,
This is for discovery. Can you set it the 3rd week in July?
I can do the 15th if you want, the Thursday, you want to do Tuesday?
Thursday's the 17th?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll work either.
All right, so we'll recall for discovery the 17th.
15th.
No, July 17th. Oh, you want the Tuesday? Okay, July 15th. Yes. All right, thank you.
Judge.
Yes. Yes.
This is just for logistical purposes on Essex. Mr. Michael, I did give him a new offer, final offer. For the opportunity to apply, and he just needs the chance to talk.
Okay.
I didn't know if there's a way for us to facilitate that, if they're in person and him on Zoom.
Deputy Laura. All right, Miss Essex.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Deputy Laura, is there any way to have Mrs. They may end up working out an agreement? Is it best for her to go back to the jail and then do Zoom from the jail? All right, so they're gonna send you back to the jail.
Okay.
And then they'll have you on Zoom to speak with your attorney in one of the breakout rooms.
No problem. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And then we'll call you and let you know, Hunter.
Okay, Judge, and is this something that we wrap up today? I have an offsite for this meeting this afternoon, 12:15.
Okay, well, we'll play it by ear, see where you are.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. And if you're unable to make it, just let us know.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Judge, will they give information on that Zoom hearing?
Yes. And Hunter, if you can speak to Ms. Ferguson about what the offer may be, I'm not allowed to know what it is, so.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
I wonder if she.
All right, who is here on Victor Fernandez?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
That's funny.
All right, so where are we on this case?
Judge, he is in compliance. He's been paying his 800 a month.
Okay,
He gets paid tomorrow and will pay his next 800 a month. I think the last time we were here, we had asked to reduce it to 500, but he's been paying 800.
okay. All right, Ms. Abrams. All right, I'm being told that he is been paying his 800 a month. This is Mr. Fernandez. It is 2019 CR 8157A.
It appears, Judge, that is April and May, he made $800 payment.
All right, and so you're due for June. All right. Let's recall this then for November to make sure that he's still on track. Ms. Ferguson, what date in November?
I can do the 17th, November 17th.
November 17th?
Judge, do you want him to pay the 500 or the 800?
Well, he had agreed that he would pay the 500, but if he can pay 800, great. The sooner you pay it off, the sooner you will be done.
Thank you, Judge.
Let me see. Just 1 second on that date. All right, that's a good date. All right, and you say November when, Norma, 17th?
The 17th.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court. You always do, though. I appreciate that. All right, Noriega. I don't have the file, but I know that you've been waiting. All right, so this is about the restitution amount. And so we had said that we would recall it. Just 1 second, let me look her up. Do you know your cause number? Is it- I'm sorry, what? Okay,
CR 414
all right, so they're telling me with the restitution amount, what we did was a summons so that she wouldn't have to pay bond because it's better to pay the restitution amount. And probation is going to see if some of her fees can go towards the restitution, so that will make her restitution different than the 2,000. So we have it recalled for July 15th, so we can see what the amount is and everything.
Okay,
And then Bashan will speak to you about who the restitution is owed to.
so we'll come back on the 15th of July.
Yes,
Okay,
and so, all
thanks, Judge.
right, thank you.
They put this thing on there.
Hmm?
Is Tessie in the box?
Yes,
Okay.
she's coming next. And Bashan, do we have an update on Telsey?
It's going to be accepted the felony drug court tomorrow.
Okay.
I think people on board with it, if you just need to prepare the MCR test. And felony drug court is asking that she remains in custody. Oh. Until she's accepted.
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 6472 State versus Lisa Telsey. Can I have parties announced?
David Andre Wood, Chris Tessie.
All right, and she previously entered a plea on the motion to revoke. Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
All right, and the court found that to be true. And the court asked that she be referred to felony drug court, and we were waiting to see if she would be accepted to felony drug court.
Correct, Judge.
All right. So the court then will deny the motion and send you to felony drug court. And let me explain something to you. We can go off the record. By all intents and purposes, it would not be unjust to send you to prison, because that's where you really should be, because you haven't followed through on anything. One of the main reasons why I'm giving you this opportunity, because it's obvious that you have a drug problem. You will abide by conditions for a point in time, and then you just fall off the radar and you start using drugs again. And you have a child, and for some reason, Child Protective Services is not involved, which I don't understand why Child Protective Services hasn't come in and taken your child from you, because you're not a good parent at this point in your life. You continue to do silly things and things that are not a benefit to your child. And what do I mean by that? You just pick up one boyfriend after the next. And I'm going to tell you what I tell females that I see in my client and some in my court, and sometimes men. And what I used to tell people that I represented, the parents I represented in CPS, hey, maybe it's going to be a Hallmark movie. Maybe there's some guy out there, you happen to be working at the mall and you bump into them and it turns out that they own the property and they're a multimillionaire and they marry you and you all go off and live happily ever after. But normally what it is, it's a Lifetime movie. You end up meeting some guy, he's not interested in you, he's more interested in your child, and not in a good way. And that's what you've been doing. You've just been out here living freely, taking your child wherever you go, and your child deserves better. So this is your chance, because I do not have the manpower or the hours to be seeing you every single day. felony drug court, they're gonna see you every single day. If you fall off the radar over there, if you mess up over there, you know what's gonna end up happening? They're gonna file a motion to revoke and you're gonna come right back to me. And I'm gonna see that you've been given all of these chances to get your life together and you just chosen not to. And what's gonna end up happening is you may end up going to prison. And if you go to prison, somebody else is gonna be raising your child. Maybe they'll be nice to your child, maybe not. Maybe your child will end up writing a story about you and how their mother was no good and did nothing for them. This is your chance to change your child's story for the better and change your story. Either you want it or you don't. And what I can tell you, since you've been in jail, this is the best you have looked, where you appear to be focused on what's going on and your mind is not clouded by drugs. So do you understand?
I understand.
So you had better go there and you had better follow their instructions and you had better stay on the path between being clean and sober and taking care of your child and not having your child with a bunch of strangers, because right now you don't have your child is with some stranger. And again, normally guys are great, right? But then they could meet another female to come in and take care of your child who's a part of a Lifetime movie and not a Hallmark. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you, counsel.
Thanks, Judge.
To the clerks, make sure she remains in custody until felony drug court picks her up. And Miss Telsey, you're supposed to be in custody till felony drug court picks you up. If for some reason there's some mistake over at the jail and they release you, you better come straight back to this court quick, fast, in a hurry. Do you understand? Who is here on Roxanne Gonzalez? Jesse Lutzenberger. Hello. You've been waiting patiently. Hello, Jonathan. You're always looking dapper.
Judge, I knew I was coming here, so I had to play the part.
You never stick to the basic, which I like. Neither do you, and I like that.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so today an offer was due. Has an offer been tendered?
If the state may speak on this, we
Yes.
believe Mr. Garahan was going to extend an offer. We're asking for a short recall so that Mr. Garahan can get back, make that offer. In conferring with defense, we weren't sure if this was actually the third setting. We are thinking it's the second.
Yes.
Even though the docket says 3,
Yes.
but we are hoping for a short recall for that offer to be made before it's put on the trial docket.
All right. Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, ma'am.
can you recall this for the third week in July? Is that good for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I can do the 17th, Judge.
Is the 17th good for everyone? All right, so we'll come back on July 17th. The state will make an offer at that time, and then I'll set it for a plea deadline date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Just have a seat. They'll bring a reset form to you, then you're excused.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. It's always good to see you.
You too.
Reach out to you, okay?
All righty. Who's here on Doak Yanez?
Judge, I am.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I apologize, I'm not fully dressed up. I
No,
was just telling you.
you're dressed. I know this is off docket.
Yes,
So your discovery offer was due on June 30th, but we have a trial set on that date. And I was trying to give everybody time to be with their children because that's a holiday and it's a short week. Of course, best laid plans.
Right.
So But, so we'll be in jury trial, but I wanted to reset your case. Do you want to come back the week of July 7th? Is that good or no?
I can, Judge.
What is a good date?
I do have a trial set here on the eighth.
Oh, you're with us already?
I'm gonna be with you already.
All right, so I can put it for the 8th?
That's fine.
All right, Norma, he's going to come back on the 8th.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, Nathan, I forgot to ask. Nathaniel, I forgot to ask, how's the baby?
In the three-nature phase.
Yeah, running the household?
Right. Strong opinions on everything and chaotic, fearless. So, but still fun.
Oh, that's how my niece is. And my brother is always like, why doesn't she have any rules? And my mom is like, because she's at grandma's house and we don't have rules for her here.
That's how my parents are too.
Yeah. All right, have a good one.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You too.
You're welcome. Juan Aguilar. Hello.
And Judge, this is a complete deadline issue.
Yes.
About.
Yes. Hello.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. So it's plea deadline day. What's going on?
There's a plea deadline day on Monday, Judge. I was at the jury trial on
Yes.
37th. We picked the jury, put on testimony, and then yesterday, my client entered a plea. So unfortunately, I was unable to meet with Juan about his case, go over the discovery with. I'd like to know if I can have more time to go over that with him.
All right. How much time are you requesting?
Judge, if you can possibly give me maybe 3 weeks.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson, can we call this for 3 weeks for a plea deadline date?
Maybe I can do 15th or 17th. You see it first. I have Monday.
It's come to 15th because I'm already in here.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you back on the 15th. Just have a seat. Once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Who is here on Jonathan Allen?
Present, Judge.
Good morning. Where's your client?
Believe he's in the back, maybe, don't know. This is a recall from Tuesday.
Okay, we'll need him to come out.
Judge, if I can, it's a really quick status conference. He's got an NTR, we filed an incompetency evaluation that is pending. It has not been completed. And that's all we're waiting on. There's not much I can.
No, I understand. But what I've discovered is when inmates are brought over from the jail, they get upset when they don't get to see anybody. And because he has the mental health, that's why. Could y'all bring Mr. Kane?
He's still at the jail. They haven't brought him.
Oh, he's at the jail.
They haven't brought him.
There's over 205 inmates downstairs, so we still bring them up.
No, this is Kane Allen. All right, then you say there's requested for over 200?
Yes, there's only the copy is at least 160.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, sir.
on Mr. Kane,
Yes.
when are they going to have him interviewed for competency?
That's a really good question, Judge.
Well, that's what we want to know.
That's
That's-
Jonathan Allen.
Hmm?
That's for Jonathan.
Yes, Jonathan Allen.
And the reason I say that is because I probably have about 10 clients right now that are going through the mag court downstairs with Judge Rodriguez, and there's all kinds of issues going on down there. It is extremely busy right now. Matter of fact,
Oh, no.
I just did a seminar on divergence AOT because it's about a 400-day wait when we get into a break.
No, we're gonna see what's going on right now. Norma, if you can find out and send them an email. So just give us a moment. We're gonna find out when he's gonna be seen.
I'll just give off the phone.
All right, thank you. John Anthony Martinez.
Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning. All right, so today is plea deadline date.
Yes, Your Honor. And so, in anticipation of the plea deadline, we have submitted some mitigation to Ms. Ledesma. However, she is on vacation, has not received it. Our email indicates she'll be back on the 30th. We're asking if we can get a short recall for possibly next week, and she can review that, get back to us as how that might have changed her offer. We believe it will, to some degree.
All right, Ms. Ferguson.
Yes.
Recall this case for July 10th. That will be your final plea deadline night. And it's for a plea deadline date, and that's the final plea deadline date. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you so much for dressing appropriately for a trial. All right, thank you. Sure.
Never see no problem.
Hearing or the evaluation?
All right, so Deputy Laura, I guess we don't counsel him because they have a hearing set today. So Ms. Ferguson, recall this for the third week in July, please.
Yes, sir. I'll do the 17th as well.
All right, thank you.
Judge, I will be out of town. And I've got to move my daughter up in Nashville. Can we do the 16th?
We can do the 15th or the 14th.
Let's do the 14th.
All right, Norma, if you recall that for the 14th. Vashawn Payne is being recalled for the 14th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Who is here on Jaleesa Sarinel? Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Well,
All right, are there any applications in this case?
No, ma'am.
All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 8769 State versus Jaleesa Sarinel. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Nursing, state.
Charles Gold for Miss Arnell.
And are you Miss Sarinel?
yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with
Yes.
your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Defense units filed a motion to dismiss for failure to provide a constitutional speedy trial. Are you withdrawing that motion?
Yes, Your Honor. We're going to proceed with the plea today. We worked out an agreement.
Ms. Sarinel, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Any objections?
No objections. We'll waive any time.
Ms. Sarinel, did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense
Yes, ma'am.
of attempted unauthorized use of a vehicle?
Yes.
All right, just a second. I'll wait till they finish over here. All right. All right. So did you understand that's a Class A misdemeanor? The range of punishment is anywhere up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Saranel, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed under an attempted unauthorized use of a vehicle to 98 days in the Bear County Jail. There's a $2,000 fine. There's $1,000 to be payable to Julie Cartinas. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, sir.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
No objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports?
Yes.
But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we just ask that you follow the agreement. It's happened 4 years ago. She just wants to move on with her life.
Yes.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrently, 98 days in the Bear County Jail, give you credit for any time served. There's to be restitution of $1,000 to Julie Cartinas, Cortinas, and there's to be no contact with Julie Cartinas. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of the Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, we can go with the record. How old are you?
I'm 33.
All right, so you're gonna have to start making better choices. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself in and out of somebody's jail or maybe even the prison. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If there are some issues that are going on with you, drug issues or something else, once you're released from the jail, if you can't find a place to go, if you come back here, I'll pick up the phone and help you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You too. Yes.
Thank you.
You can.
Stephanie Boyd?
Yeah, all right.
Judge
Thank
Stephanie
you.
Boyd.
Yes, ma'am.
That's okay.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Excuse Judge.
Yes, thank you. You too. Yes. Oh, if they have it as a judgment satisfied, I'll declare that the judgment is satisfied. They just need to give me the numbers. And if you check with the clerks in the back, they'll put it in the system. Yes. I can't believe 200 inmates total.
208.
208. All right, we gotta add the 8 number. Who's here on Adrian Holmes? Yes. So do you know where we are in his evaluation?
I think we're the same place we were last time.
All right.
I have not heard from talking to Mr. Holmes this morning. I don't believe it's possible, but I don't believe the doctors have been to see.
All right, just have a seat. Let me have Norma call them and find out. So we'll find out where we are, okay? All right, Norma, if you can call on Adrian Holmes, please. Yes. All right. Alexis Rodriguez. All right, so the first thing we have is the affidavit to surrender surety.
Yes, Judge, I had not seen her since I got notice that there was a pre-trial violation. You wanted
So you want to go forward on the,
yes, some sort of violation on pre-trial services.
yes, I mean, do you
Oh, yes, yes.
still want to surrender surety? All right, Deputy Mejia, she's going into custody. All right, so the affidavit to surrender surety will be granted. And then we have the non-compliance. And this is the first violation report.
There was a second one, I believe, yesterday.
Is there a second violation on Ms. Rodriguez? All right, so what I can tell you on your violation report, the violation report is that you have not done your testing, your drug testing, or done your sober support meeting. So obviously you want to be in custody. Is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Have you contacted your attorney?
No, ma'am.
So obviously you want to be in custody, because if you did not want to be in custody, you would have contacted your attorney. You would have done your conditions that were given to you while you're on bond, and you didn't do any of those. So
I've
that
been
tells me,
contacting the person I've been going to go see for the drug testing, telling him that I haven't been able to make it because I picked up a job, night shifts, and I have 2 kids and I got no help. So I've been telling him, like, whenever I've been able to, like.
if you're drug tested today, it's going to be dirty, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so obviously you've found time to use drugs during your busy schedule, but you can't find time to report to pretrial services. And based upon your drug use, you should not have custody of children, because when people are using drugs, they are not good parents. You can't be a good parent and use drugs. So there you are. So you're going into custody today?
And Judge, I just see one violation report filed on first.
That's my mistake. I thought there was a second one, and you said there's a compliance hearing set for today, and that's when I thought.
Oh.
The first email that came out.
All right, so, Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
reset, and are you gonna stay as her attorney or no?
I'll do a motion, I'll be next week.
All right, if you wanna go ahead and go on orally on the record.
Go to Oral Road.
All right. The court is going to call NIMAC number 738729, State versus Alexis Christian Rodriguez for the defense.
Judge Mecca or Joseph Aguilar on behalf of Ms. Rodriguez. I am the attorney of record and have filed an affidavit to surrender, and I would also like to make a verbal motion to withdraw as her attorney.
All right.
Then no communication, no follow-up in any employment agreement.
All right. As previously stated, the court is granting your affidavit to surrender surety, and the court will grant the motion withdraw. And I think once you've done the affidavit to surrender surety, there is sort of a conflict.
Exactly.
All right, that will be granted. Your excuse.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I do have one more back.
All right. Are you able to afford an attorney?
Not at this moment, no.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, see if she can be interviewed for a court-appointed attorney.
Yes, ma'am. I'll send it to Mac.
All right, and then Norma, let's recall this for the week of July 21st.
Yes, ma'am. I can do the 22nd.
All right, and if you can make sure that she has a reset form.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, just have a seat, and could you all hold on to her?
Right. And Renee King taking
Too nice.
Oh, well, you know what? Who's here on Adrian Holmes? Did we get an update on Adrian Holmes, Norma?
They're waiting for the report and they set a date for 7/8. See
Okay,
if the report is ready, Joe.
all right.
They've seen it.
That's what it says on the system.
Okay.
Okay, so when do you want to recall this?
Week after that.
All right, you want to do it the week of the 14th?
Sounds good to me.
What date?
The 15th?
Yes. All right, Mr. Holmes, a doctor has been to see you. They're just waiting for him to do his report. Do you remember speaking to a doctor? Okay, so we're just waiting for. All right, so we're just waiting for him to write up his report, okay? All right, so we're gonna bring you back here on the July 15th, but the other court. What did he say? Come forward. Come forward.
Stand up. Come up here.
You wanted to say something, sir?
Yes, I was trying to say, I am here and I've been cased with a charge of robbery and already a 250 days meetings.
Okay.
And seeing that I had said before, if I wanted to know my time served, I thought I was gonna say.
Oh, okay, so
But
let me,
the judge, the agreement with the the doctor thing, wherever the doctors label as a doctor, I don't need one, but I do need one. And, I was able to go and have things, deserved by the doctor's office when I got here. Before I got charged for um, a case here. And it is a valuation case there, I'm sure that, because I really didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
And I was hoping to know what was my concern about it.
All right, so here's the thing. Once there is a concern on
Yes.
whether somebody is competent or not, we have to stop everything. And a doctor, because I'm not a medical doctor, they have to let us know that everything is okay to proceed. So what they're telling me is the week of July 7th, they'll let us know if it's okay to proceed. And if it's okay,
If my court would be like a court case,
yeah.
we
But
have
we're-
that, like, I'm like,
well, I will tell you, we're working as quickly as we can.
yes, that's
So,
not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. So I just want to make sure, and your attorney wants to make sure that we know everything that is to know so that he can represent you well, okay?
Yes, I sound like I could represent myself. I know I for myself for talking.
Well, you know what? I will tell you, it's always good to just get a second set of eyes. So consider your attorney the second set of eyes.
I have an attorney. Can I have some help? And another paper about my case that I have. It should be this.
How about I talk to you over the weekend?
I don't have any contact, phone contact. I don't have the contact through my kiosk. I don't have these things, the other two things, contact with my kiosk monitor.
I know what you're talking about.
Your passcode? Yeah, things like that. And it doesn't want to work the screen, it's helping me. Use the screen, you know what I mean?
I do.
And my officers, all my Sanctum officers that works there, concentric officers. You know, we got to sit in. Yes.
Welcome to University.
They don't really need that type of help, but hygiene is bad. I am confident in my.
Anything else, Judge?
Officers are hopeful.
All right. And Mr. Holmes, if there's an issue with any of that, just let your attorney know and we'll see what we can do to help you, okay?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. All right. Well, have a good.
I was asking for something.
We're asking for what?
Or something, so you can contact, if I can't get in contact, if I'm in my jail cell things.
You want some paper?
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm not allowed to give you, I'm not allowed to just give you paper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But if you want paper with some information written down on it, we can give you that. Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
can you give him his reset form for this court, Mr. Holmes?
Yeah.
So that he can have some paper. And it'll be for July 18th. 15th, sorry. You're welcome.
Okay. Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Hello. Fantastic. Many English men. Michael. No. I don't remember who the guy is.
Hernandez Museum?
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
This one? No, you need to test.
Christopher Medellin.
Pretty Judge, it's we're gonna request I guess a plea bargain deadline. We
All right,
received one
Mr.
today.
Medellin, if you'll come down, please. And you have all discovery?
Yes, ma'am.
State, if you'll do a acknowledgement of discovery, please.
Yes, Judge.
Sir, how old are you?
I am 35 years old, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, set this for 3 weeks for a plea deadline date.
Let's do 17.
All right, so on the 17th, you'll come back. If you have not reached an agreement, you'll be set for trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
I don't need to send. Yes.
Who is here on Helidorio Willers? So all the discovery has been received
Yes, Your Honor.
and was an offer tendered.
There is, Your Honor.
Do you need a plea deadline date?
No, Judge, I think today was a deadline.
All right, do you want a jury trial? All right, you can do a jury trial or a bench trial. If you come to me for a bench trial, if the state proves its case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm gonna find you guilty. If they don't, then I'll find you not guilty. So bench trial or jury trial?
Jury trial.
Okay. How long do you expect this trial to last?
Judge, I think, maybe 3 days, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date, criminal trial division, 3 days.
For September 9th.
Council, September 9th works for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's as soon as we can get you in. If we can get you in before then, we'll let your counsel know. All righty. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate your time, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah, we got sent back, but I don't remember.
Hilarious.
Who's here on Alexander Aguilar? Alexander Aguilar. Who's the defense attorney?
Morning, Judge.
Morning. All right, this is final discovery here, and I'm assuming you all have the book of swap. All right, I need an acknowledgement of discovery, please.
We're still looking at some of the judge, but he did tell me that everything was uploaded. We got some of it last night. I haven't had a chance to look at it.
All right, did you tender an offer?
I think you are.
How old are you, sir?
38.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, set this in 30 days for a plea deadline date.
The 24th, July 24th.
All right, so we're going to come back on July 24th. On that date, you need to let me know whether you reached an agreement. If you have not, your next court setting will be your jury trial date. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
sir. Have a nice day.
You too.
July 24th.
Yes.
It's more like suspension.
All right, Roxanne Gonzalez. All right, to the persons in the gallery, if your attorney has not shown up, you have the court's permission to step outside to call them. If your attorney is not here by 11:30, you're gonna have to come back this afternoon.
At 6, the deputies don't know if she's been transported back and have Michael on the phone. You can set it for another day, or should say it's for long.
No. Have them see where she is in the transport, and then we can do it by Zoom.
They said they don't.
Okay, I'm sure it's gonna take a while. I'm sure it's not gonna happen right now.
Do you want me to tell Michael to come back at 1:30?
Well, tell him that, I'm sorry?
Do you want me to bring her? She's on it.
All right, thank you.
But that's the one that's gonna be on via Zoom session.
Yes, that's what he's trying to see. She's already been transported. Yeah. Ryan Westbrook.
Yes, ma'am, Judge. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay.
I
Where's
wish
he?
I had something positive or good to report to the court on Mr. Westbrook, but I don't.
All right.
And I heard loudly and clearly that the court's had finishes on Monday, so
Yeah.
I will tell the court that well,
Could I see the file on Westbrook, please?
we've attempted to make contact with him, but just actually within the last 20 minutes, I had a parole hearing that I started right at 9, and I know this court takes precedent over that, but I just,
No.
I
Yes. All righty.
will report back to the court as soon as I know something.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call the case
I understand.
and court is calling 2025 CR 001302 State versus Ryan Jordan Westbrook. Can I have parties announced for the state?
So, like for the state of Texas, Your Honor?
Defense?
Neil Kalfas on behalf of Mr. Westbrook, Judge.
All right, this was set at 9 a.m. Mr. Westbrook has not answered the docket this morning. It is now 10:54 a.m. Defense, have you had any contact with Mr. Westbrook this morning?
I have not had any contact with him this morning, but I have had very frequent and regular contact with him up until last Friday. And then, of course, I was here with him on Monday. But I would just tell the court that he's not, sometimes he's not always the most cognitively good with regard to, and I know that if you need to be anywhere at a certain time, it's the courtroom, but he's not always good with his time management. I know that's no excuse, and I'm not trying to, I don't think he's going anywhere, but again, I couldn't tell the court that for sure, because he is facing a rather significant case.
All right, Deputy Laura, did you make an announcement for Mr. Westbrook?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge, we would ask for the court to forfeit the bond and issue a warrant.
All right, the court will grant the bond forfeiture, remain your client without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Yes, ma'am, Judge.
All right, thank you.
May I be excused with regards to him?
Yes,
All right, thank you, Judge.
thank you. Good seeing you.
You too, Judge.
Zoe Brooks.
Judge, that's a mistake.
Okay.
I apologize.
No.
That these 3 cases were sent to the 379.
Mm-hmm.
They were somehow set today. One of the settings said canceled, one said here, one had nothing.
Okay.
But they are on the 379.
So it's been transferred to the 379?
And we were in court there last week.
Zoe Brooks. She's on page 4. And do we have that file here?
Isn't it the one that you need to get from the back of
Yeah,
that?
that's the one on the virtual Montreal.
And is this the one that you need?
Yeah, for the motion, GPS motion.
You just asking for?
Doesn't,
No, Zoe Brooks, just make sure that we don't have that file here because it should be in the 379th. All right, could I see it?
But they should be, go ahead, just get it.
she is, frequently reached out to her to remind her about today, like, no.
All right, it'll show hopefully in the system that it's transferred to the 379th.
I'll have another off docket now that it's waiting in line.
All right, thank you.
It's on YouTube too, right?
You're waiting on something. What are these on the down? Yeah, he's good, they need, and does it cover, the judge needs to find it.
All right, and is Ruth Payne on bond or in custody?
She's out.
All right, if you'll come forward, please. Hello. Hi, we just been informed your attorney had a family medical emergency. So we're gonna reset your case and we're gonna reset it in 3 weeks. It will still be your plea deadline date, so that'll be a time for you to let me know if you reached an agreement with the state or not. You understand?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I had a 3-week reset, please.
July 17th.
All right, so it's gonna be July 17th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Don't leave, okay?
She can work. Okay. Got a file pin inside right here versus defendant. And then I'll give you a copy and you figure it out.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, really. Working on the. Okay.
Jose Martin Garcia Corona. Good morning. Hi.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. On this case, we actually have a jury trial that's scheduled on the 30th. But of course, I was trying to respect the holiday for everyone because that's a short week. I'm resetting some of the cases from June 30th. Are you okay to return the week of July 7th?
I'm on vacation that week.
All right, so when do you want to return?
I come back on the 8th, actually. No.
Okay. Oh, no, the week of July 7th.
Oh, okay, yeah, so I can, any other day that week is.
All right, so Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
you want to recall this for July 10th?
Yes, ma'am.
That's perfect.
All right, and you have contact with your client?
I do not, that she was the one that was taken into ICE custody and I.
Okay, well, we'll have her brought over. All right.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you.
He's with the feds.
He was taken into ICE, but I don't know. That's what's happening.
Okay. This is my friend's again.
Anything else you need from us?
Yeah, that's.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Give you whatever.
Approach.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw that's.
Okay.
We kind of talked about it.
Oh,
before,
sure.
But it hadn't been officially filed.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there funding associated with this or?
Yes, but I didn't request, I mean, there will be. but
Okay. And the reason why I asked, because I didn't know if it was going to be in the motion or not.
Oh, I didn't put it in.
Okay, well, make sure you get a copy of this before it's sealed, because otherwise it'll be hard to open. And then if you'll attach that when you figure out how much is going to be attached to that.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
Hi, Judge, I have some dismissals to get some.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. How's it going?
I'm pretty well, how's it going with you?
Oh, I cannot complain. It's a beautiful day.
Yes, Judge, it actually was.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you too.
Yeah, I mean.
Hmm? Okay, thanks.
See? Yes. That's why I did it. She foolish. That's why. You know what, is she not who warrant for that affidavit of surety? He called. He can't. What are you waiting for? Needs to separate, it needs to be separate.
Okay.
And it's in.
We were here on June 9. Secretary. So I was hoping she would just. So. Delayed.
Okay.
So, later, but
Okay.
I just now gave to it, her document, she will send the secretary appointed. Then I can remind her of one other.
It's a- I think I included with the one.
Yeah, you can.
Let me.
It was on June 9th.
Let me get that.
Yeah.
The docket sheet up on. It wasn't a docket, that was- that had the appointment.
Yes.
I don't know if I gave what, if something was like to get the docket.
What was it? Montreal? Didn't you ask those the high reports?
Yeah,
I put it up there over there.
Oh, well, I need it.
Okay, she had it.
Can I see one right now?
I don't have Monreal. This is all I have, these three. That's it. I have Rodriguez, Gonzalez, and Estes.
There. Wait a minute, I'll wait for the docket. Hold it.
I'll just reprint it. That's no problem. Give me 1 second, please.
Remember a couple of weeks ago, you called the case and the Cleveland's parents walked up.
Yes.
This is just a 30-second continuation of that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I remember that distinctly.
And Judge, I think they gave you the wrong cases. It was supposed to be on Brooks.
Ah, okay.
You could transfer to the recent, this is another thing. That's.
Ah, okay.
You have Brooks.
Bottom row, sir. Yes. To the first row. Yes. For now.
One of the sets.
All right, and so on this one, you're asking for amended conditions upon?
Just to waive the GPS fees.
Sure.
That day. Well, maybe if I reminded you about the parent, you might remember.
Oh, no, I remember it. And it's then you have to make sure that everyone is settled, like telling his parents, you know, nobody's gonna hurt him, telling the parents to the complainant, you know, everything is gonna have a process.
My client's mom, who was in the courtroom, word. Approached Monica about getting a defensive. Really, but.
Yeah, it's like nobody knew.
I just knew, I just know they weren't my client.
Mhm. All right, so I've signed it.
Absolutely crazy.
And if you wanna, do you need a copy?
No, I just wanted to.
Okay. All right, it is done. Yeah, but that was shocking. I'm like,
I figured if I mentioned, you might remember the young kid.
all right.
Looking at. Push your judge again on.
On Monday, she should have her last. Okay.
Yes. Roxanne Gonzalez?
I
Yes,
guess
hi.
I was able to confirm with the state, they wanted to go with the second option
Go with what?
on the order on. There's a order that says continue use, but they wanted to take that class. I can't remember.
Oh, they wanted the second option? Okay. All right, see if you can get her to zoom in then, and we'll take care of it. All right. Aren't we all? She's gonna wait.
Yes.
All right, Alexis, you said you want to go to jail already because you're tired? All right, so that's what drugs will do sometime. It'll make you sleepy. So my suggestion to you, get awake because your attorney is coming. Right.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna call my office 1,000. I heard about that.
Norma, for his client, she's gonna zoom in on this case.
Okay.
Copy of the violation. He's doing it right now.
All right, thank you.
Well, do you know her name?
Julio Hernandez? Who's the attorney for Julio Hernandez? I don't recognize you not in the car driving.
So pausing, so pausing. Pre-trial violation. I hear Judge.
Hello.
Thank you. She on the docket also, or just for that? Yes.
All right, so,
Respectfully,
Yes.
Your Honor, I was just appointed a few days ago on the new case. At this point, I have executed discovery on both cases. No, on one of them, it's a seventh setting, but on the other one, it's my first setting.
all
So
right,
I would like to ask this court today for a plea deadline, like in third, and he is remanded out of bond on the older case.
Mhm.
So we are asking this court today, and you're gonna have bond recommendation, because you picked up the new case while bond on the other.
all right, you all will have to set it for a hearing, and if you speak to Ms. Ferguson, she'll put it on the docket as soon as possible.
Thank you.
All right, and then we're gonna do a plea deadline date on this case.
Thank you.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, ma'am.
on this case, could you set this for a plea deadline date? How old are you, sir?
I am 31 years old.
All right, if you'll set it for the fourth week in July, please.
I can do July 21st.
All right, July 21st would be your plea deadline date. And as far as the bond matter, counsel, just file your motion and Ms. Ferguson will put it on the docket.
Yes, they may have an agreed bond amount, maybe, but we're gonna see about that.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you back on July 21st at the latest, okay?
Okay, just thank you.
They
You're
may be
welcome.
excused, Your Honor?
Yes. All right, Roxanne Gonzalez. You need to show your video, please. All right. All right. Could you say something so we can see if we can hear you?
Yes, fine. Hello.
Hello. All right, so we have a motion, a violation report saying that you are still drinking alcohol. You're not allowed to drink alcohol. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are you doing to help maintain your sobriety?
Well, I don't drink. It's just that it was my first birthday, and I know it was wrong.
No, I cannot hear you. You need to stay still, stop moving around, because when you move around, we can't hear you. So what are you doing to maintain your sobriety?
Well, I'm just not gonna drink because I usually don't drink. It was just my sister's birthday, so it was a family function, and I won't drink no more. And I don't drink. It was just
No, you do drink. And let me just tell you why I know you drink. Allegedly, this case has been indicted because you were driving while intoxicated with a child under 15. So allegedly, that means that you were drinking alcohol. That's why it's driving while intoxicated. You're on bond for driving while intoxicated with a child under 15, which you think would be a wake-up call for you not to drink alcohol, and you're still using excuses to drink. So what I'm telling you is you are not allowed to drink while you are on bond. Now, what I can do is I can issue a warrant for your arrest, and if you drink, it'll be you making alcohol at the Bexar County Jail, which my understanding you can do with orange pills after you let it mold. So that will be the only way that you'll be getting your alcohol. You understand? So I am going to follow through on the recommendation from the state. You're going to continue with Ignition Interlock. You are going to take the alcohol awareness course, and you're going to do 30 sober meetings in 30 days. If you violate that, a motion is going to be sent to me. It's going to be another violation report. You're going to be required to appear in court and answer for it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So Ms. Ferguson, on this case, recall it back for, they had on the 30th, it was going to be a blood discovery.
We're still waiting on the blood evidence.
All right, Norma, if you'll recall this back for the fourth week in July, please.
The 21st.
All right, so you're going to be back here on July 21st.
Judge, I'm on vacation that week. I'll be
Okay.
back the following week.
All right, let me see. Just 1 second. Oh, where are you going? Are you just going to be a staycation?
No, I'm taking the kids to Florida, the wife and kids to Florida.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. So you want to do it the week of the 28th? Or you want to do it the week of the 14th?
Of August.
July.
I'll get back, like August 1st, Judge.
All right, so do you want to do it the week of July 14th? Is that good or no?
No, we're going a long time.
Oh, okay. All right, Norma,
Yes,
set this for the week of August 1st. I'm sorry, August 4th.
I can do the 4th.
All right, you're gonna be back on August 4th. And state that's the final discovery, so the blood discovery needs to be given to him, and if some reason they don't have the blood discovery, then they need to be here to explain why they don't have it. Criminal Trial Division?
Have excuse, Your Honor.
Yes, hi. That's okay. On Roxanne Gonzalez, we've been waiting for a blood discovery since February. So it's being recalled for August 4th. If for some reason the blood discovery is not in at that time, then someone from that department needs to be down here to explain why it's not completed. Oh, you have it? Ah, so have you tendered an offer to defense?
No.
All right, tender an offer to defense, and defense, then that will be your plea deadline date, August 4th.
This is something. Apparently
I did.
Judge, he gave me an offer.
All right, your plea deadline date is gonna be August 4th. After that, you're gonna have a jury trial date. All right, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Who is here on, Lawrence Cloud, are you here?
He's in the box, Your Honor.
Mr. Cloud, come down. All right, Mr. Cloud, your attorney is out sick.
Okay, how you doing this morning?
Doing okay? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, best that I can be, you know what I mean? I'm stuck
All
in
right,
jail.
okay, so
I
here,
got a couple of objections I'd like to make though about this indictment I got.
all right, so that needs to be done through your attorney.
Well, I mean, I haven't talked to the dude, I don't know where he's at. And
He's
so I-
sick.
And he's always sick, he's supposed to see me in the jail on.
All right,
like-
so let me talk to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so right now you're coming at me at 100. My suggestion is you put it on 80.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so then that means lowering your voice.
Okay, I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I mean, I talk loud. I'm talking too loud or something?
Yes, you're talking very loud, and usually people up here and whisper. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a Marine. I'm used to talking loud. I want to get my point across. That's all.
well, I mean, you don't have to, talk overly loud for me to
I'm
hear
gonna
you
talk-
and get
I'm
your
sorry.
point
I'm
across.
just talking, look, I mean, I'm talking as low as I possibly can.
Okay.
Right here. I mean.
All right, so what I'm telling you is your plea deadline date is today.
Okay.
Your attorney is ill, so your attorney cannot be here. Your attorney's not gonna be here.
Stuff going on.
Yeah, well-
Because, I mean,
Mhm.
really, I have some couple of objections because he hasn't done his job. He ain't come to see me. There's evidence that needs to be brought to light. Some concealment of information that has not been, stowed. When I read the reports, I seen that there was ambiguous natures that was also on the indictment that I was.
So I want you to hear me. So time out. This is the thing. I want you to hear me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So all of the information that you're giving me right now, that you're saying the indictment is incorrect, it does no good to give you that, for you to give me that information now. You know why? Because your attorney is not here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset this case for the week of July 7th. Your attorney will be here, and if your attorney is not here, then we'll address that issue as well. What date, Ms. Ferguson? All right, July 7th. All right, and this is what the other thing I want to tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what was happening between you and the deputy, but
Well,
in
he was
the, well, no. In this courtroom, I require that everyone treat everybody with respect.
Yeah, he came at me foul though, so I'm.
No, let me just tell you. Here's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what I've discovered in my time on the planet and my time in working in courts. If you have a judge who is rude and disrespectful to people, then you know what ends up happening? Everybody on the staff, everybody in court thinks, oh, the judge is rude to people, so it's okay to be rude to people. I don't have people be rude to people. I'm not rude to anybody. So what I can tell you is the deputies, they're not my employees, but I know they're not rude to people. The staff, they're not my employees, but I know they're not rude to people. The people I'm in charge of hiring is the court coordinator and the court reporter. And guess what? They're not rude to people because I'm not rude to people, and I don't tolerate people to be rude to people. So here's the thing, when you are frustrated over something, that doesn't mean that you take your frustration out over nope, nope, nope. You don't take your frustration out on other people, because guess what ends up happening? What ends up happening is everybody shuts down, nobody's listening because you're coming at them in a certain way.
Okay.
So your attorney's not here. There's nothing I can do about your attorney not being here because your attorney is ill. What I can tell you is your attorney was here on April 25th. Your attorney was here on June 2nd. Your attorney is ill. It happens. I don't think he was standing outside saying, please let me get sick so I can't come to court. So we're going to bring you back on July 7th. On July 7th, your attorney will be here and you can discuss what issues you feel you have that are valid concerns or valid motions, and he will talk to you about that.
Okay, well, can I ask you a question? Because
Sure.
the case has been dismissed, right? And they indicted me, and I've been asking him, when you gonna file a motion to suppress, do this and that? He hasn't done his point. He hasn't done his job. He's ineffective. I'm like, dude, can you do something about it? I'm gonna come visit you. Doesn't come visit me. 183 days go by, okay? I've already had a section 17, 1.15 violation where they didn't even give me, DA didn't give me no liberty on that. I'm on parole. So I wanted to go home at that time. I breed dogs and I can't have my liberty to be free at a time when I'm supposed to, because you didn't indict me. And then you indict me at 145 days later, and then my parole sticks me, have to be stuck in jail. I'm tired of being locked up. And then you dismiss the charge, there's the inadequacy of the charge. It doesn't make any sense. The charge is dismissed. Why do I gotta stay in jail and have to put up with nonsense if the charge is already dismissed?
All right,
That's
so
a crazy
what I'm
thing.
telling you is that your charges have not been
They're
dismissed.
using the charge as the indictment. I understand that, yes.
Yeah, so your charges have not been dismissed.
But
And this is the thing. I always tell people to listen.
okay.
And what I told you was, it does no good for you to tell me about how you think your case should be dismissed because your attorney is not here. Now, if you just want me to listen to it, I will listen to it, but it does no good for me to listen to it because you have an attorney and your attorney is not here. Your attorney is ill. So we will bring you back on July 7th and we will hear that.
I understand that, but understand where I'm coming from. I'm objecting because I never even evaded arrest, and this is just a bunch of nonsense.
Okay, so let me ask you
It makes no
this.
sense.
Let me ask you this. Are you talking to me about your case?
The indictment and the case itself, I never evaded arrest at all. Okay, the problem was existing.
No. Here's my question. I want you to hear what I'm saying. Are you talking to me about your case?
The indictment and the case is involved with the indictment, of course.
All right, that's either yes or no. Is
Yeah,
that what you?
indeed I am. Yes.
All right, so did I not say that it does no good for you to speak to me about your case because you have an attorney and that attorney needs to be here? Your attorney is ill, so we're bringing you back on July 7th. All right?
All right, put
All right, so no. They're gonna take you away, okay?
I'm getting my stuff, man. Put your hand, man. You need to talk to this dude too. I don't take that from nobody, bro. Don't put your hands on me like that. Really? I don't give a damn. I know I'm coming back there.
It's still Friday Eve. It's gonna be a great day.
It's up there.
Christopher Bernal.
You can just.
This was one they brought over, I think it was set next week.
Yes, but it's a short week and we have a trial setting.
And the trial setting is on my case, which is the state jail, but he has numerous other cases. Mr. Leon's been working on trying to get the discovery, all the documentation we need. So
All right, is your client on bond or in
he's
custody?
in custody.
All right,
So
so
it's not right.
no. He wasn't gonna be brought over today. He's actually set for June 30th for a plea deadline date, but we actually have a jury trial that's set on that date. And it's a short week because it's Independence Day on the 4th. So what date would you like him brought back?
You tell me, Judge.
You want to do it the week of the 14th, or Norman? The week of July 14th?
Yes, we can do the 14th, we can do 15th.
All right, July 14th.
Yeah, 14th is fine.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
For now.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
I don't have, yes. So I'm gonna put this in the system. And then I'll put Mr. Lawrence Cloud in the system.
Everything's happening.
Training, because Brody likes to meet people instead of working.
Yes, he's so cute though, and I saw blue.
Oh, blue is great.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, yes.
The latest on, Plaza Club,
Yes.
they're giving us a diners, discount or.
But are they bringing back the chopped salad?
No, that's why I haven't gone back since January.
I think they need to bring back the chopped salad.
And now they're saying, you have a diner's expense. That's like $30 or something like that.
Do I need to hold up a sign? It's too hot right now, though. Do I need to hold up a sign outside the Plaza Club saying, bring back the chopped salad?
They moved it further away from the courthouse and they took away the quickest meal they could possibly give us. And so they're wondering why there's nobody going.
I'm telling you, they introduced me to the chopped salad and I just loved it. Oh, I'm waiting for the paperwork.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
We all are. There's too much paperwork. Why do I have to do this probation if the state has agreed to their probation? Why do I have to fill out that?
It's required. You know, sometimes you just.
It's required. I understand, but why?
Legally. Well, you have to talk to your state legislators.
No, I'm gonna become king.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then if you're king, you can go back to the day where people just come to you with their problems and you make your ruling.
Go in peace.
All right, who's here on Jose Cervantes?
Present, Your Honor.
Court is calling 2024 CR 012667. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 012667, 2024 CR 012668, State versus Jose Angel Cervantes. Can I have parties announced?
Michael De Leon for Mr. Cervantes.
And are you Mr. Cervantes?
Yes.
Right, we have an interpreter. If you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Cervantes, all of the documents I'm going to review with you are in English. Were those documents explained to you in Spanish?
Yes.
Defense, were you able to explain these documents to Mr. Cervantes in Spanish?
Yes,
Counsel, have you received all discovery in each of the cause numbers?
I have, Your Honor.
Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes,
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. In each cause numbers, Mr. Cervantes, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, in each cause number, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
we do, Your Honor.
State, in the cause number ending in 6-7, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yeah.
And the cause number ending in 6-8, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor. Yes. Count 1 and 8 counts 2.
No objection.
Mr. Cervantes, did you review the documents entitled court admonishments in each cause number?
Yes.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
And were these documents explained to you by your attorney in Spanish?
Yes.
In each cause number, you're charged with indecency with a child's sexual contact. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
In each cause number, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering into these pleas, you were giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cause numbers?
Yes.
Counsel, in each cause number, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Cervantes, in each of the cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No.
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No.
No.
Off the record for a moment. Cindy, do you need a cough drop or anything? Okay. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. Right. All right, we're back on the record. Mr. DeLeon, did you discuss the immigration implications by entering into a plea with in each of these cost numbers with your client?
Your Honor, I have. I've discussed immigration consequences with Mr. Cervantes. I've also gotten a Padilla letter from Ms. Coles Davila, immigration lawyer who went through our entire situation that we have with Mr. Cervantes. And I've explained those immigration consequences to him.
All right, Mr. Cervantes, do you understand by entering into a plea in each of these cause numbers, you will be deported?
Yes.
You understand you will not be allowed to re-enter the United States?
Yes.
Do you understand you will be denied naturalization?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
And each of the cause numbers, your punishment is to be assessed at a $1,500 fine, 8 years in the prison. The cases will run concurrently. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance, and there's to be no contact with the complainants. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, I understand.
Defense, is that the plea?
That is the plea agreement, yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No such motions, Your Honor.
Then to count one in cause number 2024 CR 012668, how do you plea?
No me opongo.
No contest.
And cause number 2024 CR 012667, how do you plea?
No me opongo.
No contest.
State, any evidence to support the plea?
In both cases, state law firms to exhibit one and attachments.
We've reviewed that, Your Honor, no objection.
And each of the cause numbers, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the forms of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, in each cause number, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Is there a reason I should accept this plea?
Yes, Your Honor, I have spoken with both of the complainants, both of these complainants, so they guidance.
All right. Are you waiving PSI?
We are, Your Honor.
Right. And then in each cause number, and we'll start with cause number ending in 6-8. The court will sentence you to 8 years in the prison. give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 012667. There's Chapter 62 compliance. There's to be no re-entry to the United States. There's to be no contact with minors. And no contact with the complainant. And the cause number 2024 CR 012667. The court will sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 012668. There's to be no re-entry to the United States. Chapter 62 compliance. There's to be no contact with minors. And no contact with the complainant. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in either of the cause numbers?
Not with regards to sentencing, but the state just had a question after the process.
All right. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because these are plea bargain agreements, because the court has followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, and there's something you wanted to say, counsel?
And then Quentin Francis.
Yes. You want? Oh, yes, you can. All right, they're gonna read something to you in the box, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Put Abel Hernandez up there too, I guess.
Oh, he'll just be in the, he's gonna be in the box and they're gonna have some they want to read him something.
He said he's gonna take over your arm.
Okay, all right, thank
We have
you.
the record, right?
Yes,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you.
You know what?
No, I. Yes, sir. Did y'all do the service?
No, I'll get the cert.
We will post on the Alamo. Yeah, this is a bit of a sensitive nature one. So if you even want to do it after doctor, you're fine with that, or after break, whatever. No, it's fine.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Usually she just wants status. Yeah.
Rodriguez. Only Rodriguez.
I guess let me actually approach and give her an update.
Only Rodriguez.
Different. Yeah.
You're welcome. Nicholas Corpus. Wait a minute, who's the attorney? Oh, come down then. Come down.
That's his name.
Are you ready to proceed on the motion?
We are, Judge. We have agreed.
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 7339 State versus Nicholas Isaiah Corpus. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Ashley Jones, State.
Linda Corley for Mr. Corpus.
And are you Mr. Corpus?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Are you the same Nicholas Isaiah Corpus who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 7339 for the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation on November 9th, 2023?
Yes, Your Honor, I know.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the state is going to proceed on violation of condition number 1 on or about the 27th day of April 2024 in Fairfield, Texas. The defendant, Nicholas Isaiah Corpus, committed the offense of violation of bond and violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And the state will waive the remaining violation.
Any objection?
No objections.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
I did understand, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
True.
No, do you still want to proceed with that?
Yes.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. First amendment is to deny the motion to enter adjudication of guilt, continue the defendant on probation, put him on 6 months of GPS traffic only with the waiving of the fees. Additionally, to have a condition that there would be no application for early termination for at least 2 years.
All right, so here's my question. He's on deferred adjudication for assault, family choking, strangulation. He's just pled true to a violation of bond conditions, and I'm making an assumption. If I'm incorrect, let me know. That this violation bond or protective order is against the complainant.
Yes, Your Honor.
So why would he be continued?
Judge, this offense happened a year ago. And he hasn't had any other violations. It was actually not filed, but we had come forward for a compliance hearing to remove the GPS, which was granted. And at that time, that's when we were informed about this case. We didn't know anything about it until then. And so they didn't, so then the state went ahead and filed the case at that point. So it was a year ago. We haven't had any violations since then. I believe that probation, I don't know if they'll want to come speak, had recommended continuing as well. He hasn't had any other violations, Judge. And this was not a threatening situation or anything like that. It was very short phone call. And
what was the phone call for?
It was he just called her by her nickname and said, "I love you," and then hung up.
I don't want anything to do with you anymore. So did you make this phone call? Did you make this phone call?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. I was not in my right place of mind.
How do you feel about it now?
I do deeply regret it. And I have been reformed, and I'm a productive member of society ever since I've been out of Bexar County Jail and since I left Lifetime Recovery.
All right.
And Judge, there haven't been any other.
So this incident from a year ago, I don't understand if this happened a year ago, why are we here? And it's really beyond a year. So why are we just having this addressed now?
Judge, probation sent in a request for early termination, and when, as a court, one of the stipulations, you have the state contact the victim to see if they're objecting to it, and when the state objected to it based on the victim's statement, is how this all came about.
And I can speak to that, Your Honor. It seems that the violation of protective order was filed at large, so probation wouldn't have any idea about it until it was filed with that office. When we called to speak with the complainant at the last early termination hearing, she informed us that she didn't understand why this violation of the protective order wasn't going forward or had to be filed. So that's when we looked into it. That's when I said the violation of the order forward.
That's why we're here today.
And if I can clarify, Judge, the case wasn't actually filed and there was, until the day after of our compliance hearing, then they went and filed it. So we didn't know anything about it and there wasn't, a warrant issued yet, I don't believe.
So what's happening with this new case?
So we couldn't really put it on this agreement, but the agreement is to plead in a total case as well. Provision for that as well.
To run concurrent with this case on the deferred.
All right. I still don't understand why.
And Judge, just to be clear also, I had filed a motion for early termination as well, but we didn't proceed with it because the new case was filed.
All right, this is what I still don't understand. I still don't understand why there's a case that's out in the universe for over a year. I don't understand that. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do, since y'all are pleading him to that violation of protective order. And when is that gonna be done?
I'm gonna be representing him pro bono on that. I don't have his court date, but he's bought it out and he does have a court date. So we're planning to go in and do that.
And that's which court is that in?
I believe it was in 7, is that right?
I do believe it's in 7 here.
All right, court is going to deny the motion. And the court is terminating him unsatisfactorily. Is there anything else? All right, thank you.
Well, thank you, Judge.
Judge, can I approach real fast when you finish that?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Okay, I have closing arguments in 2
Oh,
minutes.
sure.
I had a gentleman named Tony Rodriguez on your docket.
Mhm.
We have a plea worked out. Can I reset him for July the 9th for a plea?
Yes.
Okay,
Let me write that down.
Tony Rodriguez.
Okay, 7-9, please.
I have a gentleman named Quentin Francis is back here in the afro.
Yes.
It's a discovery. I have all discovery. We just need a plea deadline date.
All right. Do you want to put it at the 9th or you want it later?
I'd like a little bit more time.
All right, let's do it for, do you want it in the end of July?
We do like the second week in August.
Let me see. Okay, just 1 second. All right, I can do it. I can do it August 11th. All right,
My last guy, Abel Hernandez, I don't know what he's under by. You want to reset him for the same August 11 date?
let me see. No, let's put him for July 9th so we can see what's going on.
July 1st.
All right, and just have them remain
I'm
here.
working still with this young lady.
Okay.
He and I are working on it.
Okay.
Are you all gonna back after first words?
Yes.
If I get that resolved, we'll figure something out.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So.
Yes, because I'm terminating him unsatisfactory.
We're gonna break.
I understand. But you understand.
Judge, we're gonna bring Tony Rodriguez at 1:30.
Okay, all right, thank you.
This one's on Francis.
Is that a legal term, Charles? Is that a legal term?
Turn against it, I'm not there to sort you out.
Just tell them you have fear. You gotta get on.
I hope you do the answer, you stop lying to people.
For me.
Larry Smith.
That's Michael Del Leon.
All right, we'll bring him back at 1:30.
That's the one that should be.
Okay.
It's set on the 30th.
Abel Hernandez is coming back on
July 9th.
July 9th.
Me, sir.
I've lost.
And don't hand me any more cases. They're gonna have to come back in the afternoon.
How many more? Okay.
Why don't you make the line?
Deputy, we're gonna bring that in, but back there in 30.
Did I make the cut for this morning? Wade?
Sorry.
You missed it.
Norma, if you'll make sure Quentin Francis gets his reset for August 11th.
Yeah, that's a big deadline.
Yes.
Judge Amino Smith.
And Abel Hernandez.
All right.
July the 9th.
Just give me a second.
Hold on.
Like, I'm trying to send emails. I switched to cellular, by the way, so. Sometimes it blocks access to one. But it's not reason. Yeah, I don't know. It's so shitty. Oh, I thought it's so. I'm like, so wait. Those numbers and grids, it's a scandalous. Oh, that's right, I'm not gonna forget. Jeez. Okay. I just want to make it off. For God's sakes.
Larry Smith.
Yes, Judge.
All right, where's Mr. Smith?
He was not over judge. He's the one that said for the 30th.
All right. So we are actually have a jury trial scheduled, and that's a short week.
Judge, that's cool. If you want to come back. 2 weeks later, for July 14th.
All right, so it's PSI.
Yeah.
So my release.
Do you want July 14th? State family violence.
I don't know if they're in here.
All right.
Take them in, stay there with the defendant judge.
Okay. All right, so we'll set it for July 14th.
That's fine, Judge.
Norma, Willie Smith is going to be July 14th for PSI.
Thank you, Judge.
Welcome.
Briefly.
Yes.
We have 2 paperwork submitted. They're saying I need to come back at 1:30.
Mhm.
I released
If it hasn't been turned in, yes, you are.
It's turned in now.
Oh, if it's turned in? Yeah, 1:30.
So we'll make it.
I think that'll make it easier for me and for everyone.
It's a longer lunch.
Yes, yes. All right, Tony Rodriguez, that's 1:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Joseph Alamon,
We're here, Judge. This stuff, why don't you forget behind me? That would have to go anywhere. Andrew.
all right, so he needed discovery on the new case.
Well, there may be a new, we're not sure if there is a new case. They're trying to figure it out. There's reference in the report at sex assault.
All right, and where's Mr. Alamon?
He's downstairs.
Okay,
I've talked to him at the jail though. I have good contact. In fact, I was with him on Tuesday. So he's up to speed. The state's investigator is reaching out to see if there actually is a case. If there is, that's going to be very, very important. And they're working on contacting, I believe, witnesses on the robbery as well.
when will you all have that? The witnesses that you need to interview for him and the information on the new case?
On the new case,
Mhm.
our investigative contact with the city detective and asked him on me and I was responsible to get on the witnessing.
Mhm.
I don't know the status of that. I have looked in this case until yesterday.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Alaman, recall him for the 17th for discovery.
July 17th, yeah,
Yes,
good deal.
thank you.
I'll reach out to you before then too. Never mind.
Yes. And Roxanne Gonzalez, that's gonna come back at 1. Oh, no, that one's done. It is Alexis Christine Rodriguez. Julio Hernandez. Julio Hernandez. Richard Cantu. Where's Mr. Come down, Mr. Cantu?
Judge, Mr. Cantu's awaiting competency. They did an eval. They're just waiting for it to come back. I believe your coordinator talked to the MAC court this morning. And there was some follow-up thing they wanted to do. So we're trying to get to the bottom of that. But he has done the evaluation. We're just waiting for the court to rule down there.
All right, Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
set this for July 21st. If you have it sooner, then you all can come back sooner.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, they'll bring you back on the 21st.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Have a seat, sir. We'll take you right now. Yeah.
Bashan Cantu is 721. Edward Castillo.
Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning. So today is plea deadline day?
Judge, that's for the extension. Our first court date of the 23rd. We just received the plea bar. I've been going over his case with him. I need a little bit more time to go over everything with him before we can commit him to a decision.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, set this for a plea deadline day, the week of July 14th.
I can do the 15th.
That's your.
All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. This is the final extension for a plea deadline date, and it's going to be July 15th.
But I have to really put the house like those, and I'll see you do it.
I'm sorry?
I had to, that I had to take over, like, for my part, you know what I'm saying? And I would see if you can vote, like, you take a look at it, okay?
I can get a copy of it, sir. I'll get a copy of each. You can just give her
Okay.
stuff.
All right, thank you.
I see that.
Yes, sir. And I'll give you a copy.
And Norma, what page is he on?
He is on page 6, Judge.
Thank you.
You can have that.
Gerard Wade.
Gerard Wade.
Yes.
Mr. Wade, please come forward. It's 2 cases, Your Honor, and the state has agreed to probation. Thank you.
All right. And Ms. Abrams, I'll take this, but then he can come back this afternoon for you to go over conditions. So you're gonna need to come back this afternoon
Yes, ma'am. That's
To talk to her.
to talk to probation. I need to make sure everyone has their lunch break, okay?
That's fine. Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 004949 and 2025 CR 004950, State versus Gerard Michael Wade. Could I have parties announced?
Dr. Whitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
James Seeloff for the defense.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the discovery with your attorney? I'm sorry, sir, did you review the discovery with your client?
With myself and my client.
And have you received all discovery?
Yes, I believe I did.
All right, in each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Wade, in each cause number, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, did you review the true bill of indictments with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, we do.
State, in each cause number, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Wade, in each cause number, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
And for 9, you're charged with evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. And the cause number ending in 50, you're charged with assault on a public servant. Those are third-degree felonies. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. And by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you understand that? And did you intend to give up those rights? And did you understand that you are also giving up the right to remain silent? And did you intend to give up? And did you intend to give up that right? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison in each of these cause numbers and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I think he was.
Mr. Wade, in each of these cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. In each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And each cause number, according to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. You're not
Probated for 6.
well, no, it says that the box is checked that there is no application for deferred adjudication. And then the state is opposed to deferred adjudication. So is there?
The state is recommending community supervision, but the state is opposed to deferred. You're recommending
Okay.
probation. If the state checked the wrong box, I'm sorry.
And
Judge.
that's okay. Any objections to the court correcting the boxes?
None from the state.
No objection, Your Honor.
It happens. I don't know why they make it be so complicated. So
Too much.
the
paper.
state is opposed to your application for deferred adjudication.
Yeah.
The state is recommending community supervision. The cases are to run concurrently. There's to be restitution to Stephen Enriquez. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure? All right, so let me explain it to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, that was the fee for the officer?
Yeah, that's gonna be a hearing later on to
Okay, yes, ma'am.
determine his sprained finger.
Yes,
If it
ma'am.
costs anything.
All right, you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
So according to the plea, the state is recommending community supervision, but they don't want you to have deferred adjudication. You understand that?
You understand?
All right, so community
Probation.
supervision is a
probation.
form of probation,
Yes, ma'am.
but it's a felony conviction on your record. Deferred adjudication is a form of probation, but it is not a felony conviction on your record. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So the state, they're agreeing to your having a felony conviction and giving you probation. They don't want you to have the form of probation where you don't have a felony conviction. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
That was
Defense, is
our,
that the plea?
that was our understanding.
State, is that the plea?
That is the plea, Judge.
And you do understand that I determine whether or not you receive deferred or not.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand that?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
After hearing arguments from both parties.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No motion.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be 100 hours of community service restitution, defensive driving and no contact with the complainant. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
That's our understanding. That's outside our plea agreement. Okay?
So in cause number 2025 CR 004949, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
And in cause number 2025 CR 004950, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence to support the plea?
State authors States Exhibit 1 with all attachments to both cases respectively.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, in each cause number, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine any witnesses? The state will call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. All right, so this is what I can do because the state is opposed to your application for deferred adjudication. I can reset this in a couple of weeks. You can bring whatever witnesses you want to bring. The state will give me his criminal history and we can go from there. And then I'll make a decision on whether or not deferred or.
Do you want to do that or do you want just probation from the bench today?
I'm not trying, I just want probation. I want to get this over with, man.
Well, let me just tell you. So here's the thing. People say they want to get things over with, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And they don't think about the consequences of their actions. What I'm telling you is your attorney has applied for deferred adjudication. Not getting this over with right now, maybe I'll give you deferred adjudication and you won't have a felony conviction. But if you want to get this over right now, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to have a felony conviction and that felony conviction is going to follow you wherever you go like a ball and chain. And it's going to affect your ability to get employment if that's what you're intending to do. But if you want to go for it, I'll go for it. You'll be found guilty and you'll receive your regular probation and it's going to be a conviction on your record.
Which way do you want to go?
How old are you?
31, ma'am.
31. You don't need to look at your attorney to make a decision. Do you want to be a felon?
No, ma'am, I don't want, I'm a driver.
He's a truck driver, Your Honor,
Are you
so it
kidding?
will affect his livelihood down the road. However, I told him that it may or may not, who knows, 6 years down the road under this administration, will be truck drivers, but be that as it may, you have a choice today.
I just want to take the probation, ma'am. I mean, that will be.
Do you understand? We can go off the record. Do you understand what you're saying to me? You're saying to me that you want a felony conviction. And what I'm telling you is, according to your plea bargain agreement, if I give you a felony conviction and you mess up on it, you're looking at 10 years in the prison. If you end up with deferred adjudication, you don't have a felony conviction. And if you mess up on it, you're looking at 10 years prison. So you're telling the court that you want to take the easy way out and get a conviction on your record. So you can be the felon. Felon Wade. Is that what you want?
No, ma'am.
So why do you need to look at your attorney to make a determination on whether or not you want to come back in 2 weeks? Because maybe in 2 weeks, maybe I'll give you deferred adjudication. Maybe your attorney is going to present something to me that will tell me that you're deserving of deferred adjudication. Maybe the state is going to come back to me and say, this is the only thing he has. He doesn't have any other criminal history. So what do you want to do?
What should we do? Ma'am, I don't know the land of the law. I'm just here.
I'm going to help you out. We're coming back in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. so
All
much.
right. So in 2 weeks' time, Ms. Ferguson, give me a 2-week reset.
July 10th.
All right. So we're going to come back in July 10th. And at that time, the court will make a determination on your application.
Yes,
July 10th at 9 o'clock in this courtroom. Okay.
All right.
I'll give them a reset. Don't leave without the reset. Judge, is it gonna be a tap as well?
No, you're waiving PSI, counsel?
I was going to.
All right. So the PSI is being waived.
It's waived.
For sentencing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. What you can do is if you have a